Welcome to Tarot Tuesday for the week of August 4th. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Take what resonates, and if this reading doesn't speak to you, go check out your other two signs videos for deeper messages. So, Aquarius, we are here in Leo season, and this is basically the polar opposite time of the year from you. And so while you're late winter, this is late summer. And there is this we're at that tail end of that suspension of we're dropping into the colder times. The days are going to start to get shorter, whereas we're warming up for spring. So we also have all of the inner planets. So the three inner planets closest to us are all moving signs this week. So this is going to really affect us more closely than, say, those outer planets. Some of them are retrograde and all. We are coming out of that post-shadow of Mercury retrograde, and that was the big thing that's been affecting us the last month or so. So let's see what that means for you. So starting with Venus, we have Venus moving into Libra, one of its signs that it rules over, on the 6th. And so, that communication, especially one-on-one in partnerships, not just romantic, things like it could be family members, co-workers, clients, things like that. One-on-one should get easy breezy. Fellow air sign should feel really good. Then we also have Mercury moving into Leo. So it's moving from that retrograde in Cancer, which was really shelled up too on top of the retrograde, into the one sign that is ruled by a star. And so that communication should just radiate out into the world, And then we have Mars moving into Cancer. So fellow cardinal sign, like one of Mars's signs is Aries, and so very fiery action that we take. But then you have Cancer, also cardinal, also a leader sign, but it's water based, and so all of those actions are going to be more heart led. So let's see what that means for you, Aquarius, and to meet this week, to meet the end of this Mercury retrograde post shadow. I'm using the Enchanted Map Deck. So let's see what we got going on for Aquarius. You have Metamorphosis reversed. And so this is just saying, Aquarius, that metamorphosis, change in general, it's the growing pains. People don't like the uncomfortableness of that transition. It's the hormonal shift of the kids to teenagers to adults even. And so this is saying, Aquarius, that the growing pains right now for you, this metamorphosis, it might not feel like you are becoming that butterfly that is trying to happen in this metamorphosis, but this is saying that you definitely are. And just know that not every stage is going to feel good. I remember I had this one level of testing that I was going through, and I went to my teacher and I was like, I don't feel good about it. And it's like, you're just gonna have to work through that moment of stress and get through it. I had every confidence that I was gonna pass the test, but all the steps leading up to it were really a bigger weight than I'd experienced in a hot minute. So there's that. You're coming from a place of your compass is off. This is a past card, so it's coming to pass, but so your true north, because compasses point to magnetic north, I believe, and it's a mildly off from true north. And so Aquarius, this is, you really have to tune out outside distractions in whatever ways that you can. Find time to really just ground back into your body and find what true north is for you. And that is about, you have to, if people might be telling you how to do shit, there could be this life path of whatever. But Aquarius, you have to decide for yourself if the steps you're making are good for you. you have to decide if you want to, you know, pivot into a different direction in life. But the decision has to come from you. It can't come from, yeah, somebody telling you, the internet telling you, fucking ChatGPT, whatever the fuck. None of it matters, Aquarius. If you don't feel it in your body, like it's a good move, listen to it. That inner compass is your gut, Aquarius. It's a, you know, guts don't have words. They have yummy or yucky. Yeah, and so you have to listen to that. It's not going to be words. It's going to be a mm-hmm or mm-mm. Yeah, so Aquarius. That's, oh my God. You got stormy fields. It's right side up. But it's just saying that, yeah, like this is like a tower card. And so tower cards are not bad. It just means that you know that a shift needs to happen. Sometimes a foundation needs to be leveled so that you can redo and build from the safest, soundest structure possible. So Aquarius, yeah, you are being flipped up. Your world is being turned upside down. And like, it's not a bad thing. It just doesn't feel good in the moment because your whole perspective of the world can flip. It's that moment where you learn Santa Claus isn't real. And so while it sucks in the moment, it's not bad over time because now that you see things for what they actually are, you can take action from there. And so like that's the big thing that's happening is that, yeah, you might be shown something like for you about your work or like a person that you trusted fully, and you need to be like, well, so now that I've seen this shit, now I can take action for a better way of doing things. Yeah, oh my God, let's get it out of here. Like, so Golden Palace, this is you going to what it is that, like, all of this metamorphosis, this stormy fields, this is taking to your own palace. And it's gonna look different because, like, Aquarius in general, you guys don't live inside the box anyways. This is you outside of the box doing exactly what you need to do. So Aquarius, you decide what your golden palace looks like. You decide your life path and you're gonna get there. You just have to trust that, yes, sometimes like the whole, like you might be moving to a whole different land even. You know, you could be leaving the country for all I freaking know, Aquarius. But yeah, it has to be your own decision is like the biggest key here is, yeah, people might be falling away from your life. You might be switching jobs, places, things, but you're gonna find a life path or something that's a passion of yours that is really your own oasis. Yeah, so I don't know what that looks like for you, Aquarius. That is something that you are figuring out this week, and we're gonna tie this all together. We're gonna pull a card. We're gonna pull a card from the Land Sky Oracle deck. And this deck was designed by a yogi, so it's gonna have philosophies or practices from yoga that you can use to ground yourself this week. So let's see what we've got going on for Aquarius. You have Santosa, contentment. All right. And so, yeah, literally, this is you following your bliss this week, Aquarius. You have no room for things that don't lead you to your own contentment. So this is you, yeah, you're literally on your high horse up here. You're above it all. So people who want to shit on you in your dreams, they're not up here because you are living up here in your contentment, in your own little happy cloud of things. And so, yeah, put your happiness first. That is the big key for you this week, Aquarius, is that you have to put your happiness first. Yeah, that is what I have for you this week, Aquarius. I hope that helps. I do hope that you choose to pursue your bliss above all else, and I'll see you next time. Bye.